Hello, everyone, and welcome back for another edition of 8 Minutes with Aaron. I am, of course, your host, Aaron, and today we are talking about WWE Monday Night Raw that took place on October 27th, 2025 at the Honda Center in Anaheim, California. So let's get rolling with a fresh edition of this guy right here, Aaron. Monday Night Raw, let me tell you, started off, and I am not exaggerating, a 5-minute yeet down. Come on, let's yeet. Jey Uso coming down to the ring, everybody yeeting, him rolling to the ring and going, let's roll it back. Let's roll it back. So he rolled it back and he got on the mic and started saying some shit. And before he said 4 letters, 1 word, CM Punk, thank goodness, came out to shut Jey the fuck up. He came to the ring and said, listen, I'm not going to run you down. I'm your friend. I know what you did last week when you eliminated your brother and shit like that. I would do the same thing. You want to be the champ. I get it. And at Saturday Night Main Event, you better bring it because I'm going to bring it. And you got to ask yourself, what are you willing to do to get the World Championship? Jey got on the mic and was like, I'm not going to let all you talk these fans into hating me and shit like that. I'm going to bring it. Blah, 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 blah. And rolled out of the ring. Well, CM Punk also, when he came to the ring and got in there, he was like, roll it back. Roll it back. And they did the cult of personality again, but he shut that down. He shut that down real quick. In the back, Dominic Mysterio was saying to the Judgment Day, hey guys, I need your help. Rusev and Penta, they want my Intercontinental Championship. Finn Balor was pissed off that Dominic kind of got Finn and JD in the title match against AJ and Dragon Lee, and they lost their titles last week. They don't want to help them at all. And Roxanne Perez was like, Dom, we have a match too. We really can't help you out. And Raquel's like, I ain't helping you out for shit. And Dom's like, all right, I'm going to make a phone call, and gets on the telephone. Who did he call? We're going to find out, because it is Rusev versus Penta. This match was actually pretty good. They did have a match, I think, a couple months ago when Penta first came in, or maybe when Rusev got there. And it was a good match. This match was great. A lot of hard-hitting chops, a lot of punches, a lot of stiff punches, a lot of stiff kicks, a lot of over-the-rope moves, a lot of throwing around. Rusev's a monster. He got like a huge-ass monster kick for a 2 count when Penta was jumping off the top rope. Penta hit a Penta driver for, I swear it was a 3 count, but 2.5, 2.9, whatever the hell you want to say. And when they got up, they did a little punch exchange, and then El Grande Americano and the 2 other El Grande Americanos came to the ring, causing a disqualification, and now there is no #1 contender for Dom's Intercontinental title. Or so they say. I'm going to give this match an up. Yeah, it's definitely getting him up. And also in the back after that match, we had LA Knight, who was pissed off. They got thrown over the top rope last week and is not going to be at Saturday Night Event, challenging for the world title. But he said he ain't pissed. I'm not going to stop here. I'm going to face the winner of that match, whether it be Jey or CM Punk. I will get that title. And then Braun Breaker had a little segment where Braun was like, I don't understand why we didn't just murder everybody in the Rumble. And Paul Heyman's like, look, if we would have done that, we would have got fined, we would have got suspended, we would have got thrown back in the world title picture. Let's just wait until Jey and CM Punk fight it out, and whoever is here on Monday, we kick their ass. Then there was a nice package for Asuka, 10-year anniversary celebration, who gives a shit. And then another freaking segment with Finn and JD going to Adam Pearce, asking for another rematch for their tag team titles. And you know what? He's like, you guys should really worry about tonight, because Sheamus, who you jumped right back in the ring during the Royal Rumble last week for the title thing, you threw him out. That was illegal. He wants one of you tonight. JD McDonough's like, I'll take him on. JD, tough motherfucker. Then we had Nikki Bella versus Roxanne Perez. Let me tell you something. I thought this match was going to be garbage. It was okay. A lot of tactical wrestling back and forth. Roxanne Perez loves Nikki Bella like in real life. It was one of her heroes. The crowd was into it. Roxanne Perez won with a pop rocks. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to give this match a surprising up. And after the match, of course, Raquel Rodriguez came in and started beating the shit out of Nikki Bella. And then Stephanie and Valkyria came to the ring for the save. I think there's a tag team match going to happen eventually. Then Laura Valkyria and Bayley were talking to each other because they have a match later in the night against the tag team champions of the women's division, Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair. The Kabuki Warriors come out and go, blah, 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 blah. And that's the first time we see the Kabooks. Then we got Jimmy, who rolls into Jay and goes like, "Oh, so you're off for yourself? I got him, man," and walks off. And Jay's like, "What the fuck?" Then you got Braun Breaker versus LA Knight. This match was fucking crazy, amazing. LA Knight did lose the match after he jumping off the top rope to do one of his signature elbow moves and shit like that. Braun Breaker did a hip up, speared the shit out of him. 1, 2, 3. This match was actually really fun, really great, but you have to have LA Knight lose to make Braun Breaker look like the incredible superstar that he is. This match is going to get an up. And no shenanigans at the end of the match. They didn't beat the shit out of LA Knight or anything like that. They just let him wallow in his own loss. But Braun Breaker looked monstrous. LA Knight did look very good as well. So Dom was in the back talking with the El Grande Americanos. Adam Pearce was not happy about it and said, "As Saturday Night Main Event, you will defend your IC title in a triple threat match between you, Penta, and Rusev." And Dom is not happy about that. I guarantee you Dom will not lose the title, and I hate this kind of shitty booking that they're just extending this feud for absolutely nothing. And then we had Jimmy and Jay again. Jay goes up to Jimmy and says, "Listen, I'm sorry for what I did last week. I shouldn't have been such a fucking douchebag. Come on, bro." And they're like, "Alright, cool." They're fine for right now. Or, I don't know, Saturday Night Main Event's coming up this Saturday. Could be some shenanigans, baby. Alright, then we had JD versus Sheamus. Let me tell you something. JD always fucking surprises me how good he is in the ring. Jumping out of the ropes, doing his kicks, getting hit like... And JD was fucking stiff-shotting him with punches that looked really fucking real. And Sheamus was just taking it like a beast. Sheamus, of course, lost after some shenanigans for Finn Balor hitting him with the shillelagh. And then JD hit an amazing Spanish fly off the top rope. 1, 2, 3. This match is definitely getting it up. Fantastic. Great match. I'm giving it a clap. And guess what? It's getting another up. It's getting 2 ups. All right, then we had in the back Maxine Dupree talking to Adam Pearce. Adam Pearce said, "Listen, you can face Becky for the IC title whenever you want." Maxine Dupree's like, "Look, I got to talk to somebody. I'm not ready for this, but when I am ready, I will let you know, and we will have this match." Adam Pearce is like, "Cool, that's great." Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair are in the back. They're 2 title defenses away from being the biggest reigning champions who defended their titles in the women's division. And the Kabuki Warriors come up and they go, "Blah, blah, 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 blah. You are not ready for Asuka," and dance away. AJ and Dragon Lee are in the back talking to Adam Pearce. Judgment Day, Finn, JD roll up. "I want the title match." They said, "Cool, we'll give you a match next week." Let's skip that. And let's get to this women's tag team title match because I'm running out of time, baby. You got Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair, the champions, taking on Bayley and Lara Valkyria. Now, a lot of people on the internet said this was a fantastic, great match, like A+, terrific, whoa, 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 whoa. I gotta say this match was bullshit, crappy. Thumbs down, baby, a big down. Why? Not only was it a bunch of crap fest with, Alexa Bliss getting her ass beat for half of the match, then you had Charlotte Flair coming in and making the save with the hot tag, then she got her ass beat for about 2 minutes, came back like she was fresh as a daisy, then fucking at the end of the match, okay, and then they won when they did a double natural selection. How does that fucking even hurt you people? It doesn't. Bullshit, bullshit, bullshit. And after they won, the 1, 2, 3, the Kabuki Warriors came to the ring and beat the shit out of everyone. And then when they were going to beat up Lara Valkyrie, Bayley got in front of them and they backed off. So I don't know what the fuck that's about. Anyway, SmackDown overall, I'm going to give a side because that main event sucked ass. My name is Aaron. Thank you for joining me with 8 Minutes with Aaron. I will see you next time. We're doing more stuff, more things, and of course, more of me. I'll see y'all later. Bye-bye.